So, Daniella,
Hello.
what's your last name?
Mauroquin.
Mauroquin?
Like American.
Oh, that's what I'm
Oh,
talking
you
about.
like that?
Make it great again. So tell
Here
us
we
something
go.
about yourself.
I'm 26.
Okay.
I just moved to South Carolina about 2 years ago from Florida.
Florida.
From Florida,
Yeah.
yeah. 727.
Sunshine State.
Little place called St. Petersburg. I don't know if you know what that is.
St. Peter. I heard of it. I heard of it.
You know? Okay,
Yeah, I
so
heard
have
of
you ever been there?
Never.
Never. Have you been to Tampa?
Yes.
We hate Tampa.
I hate Tampa.
We
No,
hate-
have I been in Tampa?
We hate Tampa.
You don't like the Panhandle?
That's not the Panhandle.
That's not the Panhandle?
No.
No?
We're in the Gulf.
Oh, wait a
We're
minute. I'm
like,
thinking
we're
the Panhandle is Pensacola? No?
Yeah.
Pensacola's
Panama.
more- Panama.
Panama
That's
City
right,
Beach,
right.
yeah.
Okay, that's more the Panama. My bad. I'm sorry.
That's not
Tampa's
me.
like further. I got you.
On
Why
the
y'all-
West Coast.
Why y'all hate Tampa?
It's too
So
pretentious.
you hate the Buccaneers?
No, we love the Buccaneers. We love the Tampa Bay Rays. We love the Buccaneers. We hate the city Tampa.
Really?
Especially if you're from St. Petersburg.
How you root for the teams but you hate the city? I don't understand that.
It's the same thing. We all are in the Tampa Bay, but St. Pete, Tampa doesn't have a beach. Tampa's beach is St. Petersburg.
Oh, okay.
So it's kind of like Charleston. You have like the city, then you have
Mm-hmm.
the beaches on the outside, and they're all, Folly and Sullivan's two different types of people. North Charleston downtown, it's two
Yeah.
different types of people.
Oh, so y'all
Same kind of rivalry.
Y'all love their professional teams.
It's
Y'all hate the city.
it's ours. The Tampa
But-
Bay Rays are in St.
Okay,
Pete.
so is the beach all of yours or is this your beach?
It's our beach.
See how that works?
But we don't have a football team. That's
Right.
that's Tampa.
Uh-huh.
That's our team. We have Tampa Bay Rays. We share
Y'all
our
share.
baseball. They give us
Oh.
football. We give them baseball.
So it's like a marriage. When you married her, it's your money.
and
it's
there's
our
one
money,
bridge.
And my money is
And there's
my
one
money.
bridge that
There's one
connects it
bridge?
all. Oh
so,
yeah.
okay. I get it. That's like holy matrimony.
It's a nice little city.
Your money is our money. My money is my money.
My money is my money.
Okay, all right, that's what's up.
So you moved here from Florida.
Yeah.
What's some of the differences between Florida and South Carolina? Would you say?
The water in South
No,
Carolina is
definitely.
disgusting. It's
Definitely.
like brown.
It's gray.
Yeah, what is that?
It's gray.
Y'all, it's gross. The weather here, it's hotter in South Carolina, I will say.
Really?
Yeah, Florida, it's hot, it's humid, but here it's like really marshy and gross and like it's like a swampy sweat. Like I didn't get that in Florida. We had like a sea salt, It's hot, but it's not like this.
So
It
you
gets
think
hot
that
out
there's
here.
more humidity here than in Florida?
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
It's like, yeah, it's really.
One thing I heard about Florida is hot. They say it rains hot water.
It does. The water is hot over there for sure. For sure.
So
but
y'all don't really get no break, really.
no.
Yeah.
No, and St. Pete, I mean, I think we had a record of like 270 something days of straight sunshine over there.
Now, I was in 2019. I was in Naples, and it was December,
Yep.
and the weather was like 78, 80. You wouldn't know it was December if the
Not at
people didn't
all.
have an office Christmas party. It felt good.
Do y'all like go to the beach for
Oh,
like
yeah.
Christmas and stuff like that?
For sure. You're like on the boat. We're all it's a party every
So
single
y'all
day.
decorate your boat with Christmas?
Absolutely. We have
Yeah.
boat parades and they have the little Christmas lights on
really?
them. Oh yeah. You decorate your palm trees.
Oh,
That's
okay.
another
And
thing.
palm trees.
Here, there is one thing I do like about South Carolina. Like right now in the spring and stuff, they have a lot of flowers, a lot of greenery
Right.
is around. I'm around a lot of water. So
Yeah.
I just feel like it's nice to see that the seasons and everything blooming
As
is,
you don't
is really
see
pretty.
as much as in Florida.
No.
You get to see iguanas.
Yeah, you
and
just see the
boas.
sun and the palm trees,
Yeah.
dude.
Did y'all see that video of that guy who like made iguana like tacos?
I did.
Are
That
you
was
serious?
crazy.
I
Do
did.
you guys actually do that? Like in Florida, is that like a thing?
Not for
I've
me.
never known
Not
people,
over there.
People
Not,
eat iguanas?
I don't know.
They were.
In
Apparently,
Miami?
it's like there's a bunch of them.
Oh,
And
yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
like
In like South Florida,
it
like,
helps.
Yeah.
It helps like the environment to like
To like what? Eat
I'm
'em?
not. I'm not eating
yeah.
that. I'm sorry.
What?
or take them out.
I've seen people like
I'm not eating
they
them.
have their pool there in Florida, and all of a sudden the iguana come up the bush. Then they
Yep.
just scrum across and he jumps in their pool.
Mhm.
And
That's what I'm worried about. Like the stuff y'all got over there, the alligators,
the
Oh, yeah.
snakes.
Oh yeah, it's
I don't know
crazy.
if I would go to Florida.
Yeah.
For that.
And then Key West, they have like little key deer. You got the iguanas. You got chickens out there.
Key deer.
Oh,
What is
okay.
that?
They're like little tiny baby deer.
Really?
And they eat like, they'll eat whatever. They come up to you and you start giving them chips and
See,
stuff.
I think that's cool.
It is cool.
But iguanas don't bother you, right? They'll run away from you, right?
That's
For the
I
most
don't
part?
They're
fuck
just
with
weird
those.
looking.
No,
I don't like
those.
slimy looking things that just.
bulls and alligators.
But that's not
and
really
that's
in
rare.
the west coast of Florida. That's like Miami. We don't,
Oh, down
Okay.
there.
It's
Everglades
different.
going that
yeah,
way.
it's different where
Yeah.
I'm from. It's very city-like, but also beach. Very, I don't know how to explain
What'd you call it? The West Coast?
Yeah, it's the
Okay,
west
west
coast of
of
Florida.
Florida.
So I'm on
Okay.
the other side of
Gotcha.
Miami. So it's weird. Not by the Everglades, none of that.
Oh,
Okay.
Above Naples.
Above Naples.
Above the
Gotcha.
old people.
Because Naples is in the Gulf, correct?
Where I'm in the
you're
Gulf
the-
as well.
Oh, you're in the Gulf as
Yeah.
well. So you're on that side. Oh, because that side is the west
Yeah.
side.
South Carolina
Gotcha.
doesn't have casinos either. We have a casino
right.
in
That's true.
Tampa.
Oh, nice.
I love
Now,
gambling.
I will not lie. When we was in Naples, that was one of the cleanest cities I've ever seen. The roads were well manicured with the
Mm-hmm.
shrubbery. And you see like high-end cars all the time.
All
But
the
it's
time.
a bunch of old white people.
It's where people
A
retire.
lot of old white people. Ain't too many of this. Ain't too many of this. So I'm like,
Ain't too
goodness.
many of these either.
Ain't too
And
many of
there's a
these
lot of
either. Right,
Spanish people
right.
in Florida, but once it
And
gets over
And
there.
the one place I saw black people at Guess in Naples.
Where?
Yeah, I'm gonna let you guess. Where the one place I saw black people working?
Working?
Oh,
Yeah.
working?
Yeah, because you're not seeing them walking out in the streets.
And it's, I don't know.
Yes,
I don't know.
Walmart. That's the one place I saw black. I went to buy some shorts. I
They're
said,
like,
"Damn."
there we
So I
are.
said, this where y'all at? Y'all
my
working at
people.
Walmart. I like
my
that.
people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Walmart. Goodness.
I was about to say, what even is in Naples? I don't even know.
I know, right?
was
But
about to say,
I
like, a
will
hotel.
say the beach is beautiful. We rode past that crystal blue water and them white sand. Because
Yeah.
I was in Miami I went to Miami too. I was off that day. And from Naples, we cut through the Everglades with the Miami. But in Naples,
You went
their
through
beach is
Alligator
beautiful.
Alley.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, we went through there. And then we saw like 10 miles of orange trees on either side. And they had these tall fences with barbed wires.
Yeah.
Because I guess people would probably pull over and pick them. I know I would have.
For sure.
But yeah, like 10 miles of just orange trees on either side. What they orchards, I guess? Orange tree orchards, I
I
guess
think
you
so,
call them.
yeah.
Yeah, but it's just straight flat land. Just
There are no
flat
hills,
land. No hills,
nothing.
nothing. It's like just straight flat land, yeah.
It is really crazy.
Mhm.
I was definitely, and then like even over there where I grew up, I mean, there's no waves. So like, it's just nice. We also have the sunset right in our backyard
nice.
every day.
Nice.
Here I don't have the sunset. There's waves.
Nah.
The water's dirty. It's hot
Yeah.
as hell.
Sun rises here.
Yeah.
Doesn't set here. Because we technically southeast, rises in the east and sets in the west.
Yeah.
So yeah, sun rises here. It doesn't it won't. If there's certain places if you pay attention long enough, you will see the sun, you'll see the way it actually will move across from my house.
Yeah, 'cause we
always
see the
comes up in
sunrise.
front. Yeah, always in the front of my front yard. Then eventually you see it,
That's why I want to
after a
live
while,
in
yeah.
like California one day or
Oh
something.
yeah, that's this guy.
Yeah.
We'll make
guy.
it. Don't
He's a
worry.
slacker.
We'll be out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He
wanna
I was
go there
born and raised there.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
'Cause he's lazy.
But, nah, I mean, Cali's the best. I mean, every single time I go back, I'm like, why don't I just leave here? Live here. Leave
South Carolina,
and
head
live
out there.
Yeah. So, but I mean, especially in Southern California. I mean, like that's
Me
the
too.
best.
I
living.
want like
So
San Diego, Laguna Beach or something
Yeah.
like that. That
Yep.
would be.
Cali's expensive though.
yeah, a lot of people love
So
San
is
Diego.
Charleston.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Charleston is starting to get like super expensive.
For
You
no
know,
reason.
honestly-
Yeah.
For traffic, for like literally no reason. And what is there even to do besides like drink and unless you have like a bunch of money and you have all the toys?
Well,
Yeah.
if you tap into
Like-
I know through social media like Facebook, they put up all the links of what's to do here. Like I follow a few things to say what's to do. Now, granted, you're right. You got
gotta
to spend a
expend
little bit of
money.
money.
You
for
got to
certain
spend a lot of
things,
money. Yeah.
True, But honestly, South Carolina wouldn't be that bad if they pay a decent livable wage here. That's the downfall.
Well,
of
there's not a
South
lot.
Carolina.
There's not a lot of jobs here
It's
Yeah.
not, but there's a lot of people moving here.
because
You
it's a
see-
lot of generational wealth. So the
Yeah.
people that come here, it's all like vacations. It's all family that lives here, family money. So it works in that way. But like the people that are coming here and moving here and either going to school here, they're either going to go back into food and bev because that's what this is. It's a hospitality state, or at least city. In Charleston, it's just
Yeah.
it's just
Yeah, apartments are being built everywhere, man.
it's
Yeah.
crazy.
If you see the ones they build downtown, I mean, lovely apartments. They starting at $6,000. I'm like, who is paying this?
There's a huge lawsuit going on
People
for one
from
of
New
the,
York.
That's
Yeah.
there.
All
yeah,
the
yeah.
Northerners, people from
Coming moving
Jersey,
down here,
especially in
that's what it
Charleston.
is.
There's a lot of people from Jersey
Oh,
coming
yeah.
down here.
Driving up the price.
So-
yeah.
Everyone thinks I'm from Jersey. Like since
I
I've
You
can
kind of
see
give
it.
that vibe. I'm not
or
gonna
New
lie.
York for sure.
You kind of have like
Every
a Jersey
single-
vibe.
Yeah,
I can
every
tell,
day
yeah.
they're like, "Are you from Jersey? Are you from New York?" I'm like,
Yeah.
"No, I wish."
And you don't even have the accent, but I see that.
Nah, I
see
want to
it.
be from New York. Oh my
You wanna be
god.
from New York? You been?
No, yeah, I've
Yeah.
been many times. My cousin graduated from Columbia University.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, she's a badass.
So if you leave here, California, New York, which one?
Well, I'm gonna go. The goal is go New York and then eventually make it out to Cali. But I need to
Cali,
stay
that's
over
smart.
here while my
Yeah.
family's in Florida.
I don't know, man. I kind of feel like Buju Banton. Till I'm laid to rest, I always be depressed. There's no place like the East. I mean, I
You
just
like
can't
the
rest
East
in
Coast,
yeah,
really?
I go out west, but and then I'm not going to shit on them because I've never been. First, I've been.
That's
Yeah,
why.
you've
There we
never
go.
been.
That's
If
why.
you
You
go,
ain't
you're
never,
gonna
you
be
ain't
like,
never
"Dang."
seen
I just
it.
don't. No, oh, trust me, I know I will be like that,
Your
but
eyes
I
will
don't
be
know. If, I
open.
don't know if
Mm-hmm.
I'll be able to live out west. I just
Why
don't-
not?
I just don't see one particular place I would want to live in out west.
You've
you know
never
what I'm saying?
been.
LA, dog.
True, I haven't, but then I've seen stuff online. I see LA.
It don't matter.
And then I met people from LA, and they be like, "Man, LA is dirty. LA is
Well,
Skid
yeah,
Row,
LA is
very
completely
dirty,"
different.
you know what I'm
LA is kind
Every
of.
city is dirty, though. Let's
You're
be
right.
honest.
But
And
then
it's
I won't knock it because of what they said, because I haven't experienced it for myself, right?
Yeah.
But I just can't see. Now I do want to visit LA.
Charleston's also kind of dirty.
do want to. Well, yeah, we got dirty spots. I do
Yeah.
want to
The
visit
roads here, bro.
San
Oh my
Francisco.
god.
The roads are raggy, so I do want to visit San Francisco because I'm a 49ers fan.
And that's
so
a.
I do want to visit.
You're
I
a
can make a
49ers
joke.
fan and you
Yes,
ain't
I
never even
am.
been to San Francisco?
I haven't,
Bruh.
man. I've seen them when they came here to Charlotte, and when
Okay.
they came, I went to Jacksonville, Florida, saw them play there.
Hey,
They're coming
Jacksonville.
to Atlanta I'm sorry, next year.
Okay.
So I'm going to Atlanta to see them play next year. So.
All right, well, you need to make it to San Francisco. You know that bridge? That's like
Yeah,
one of
Golden
the.
Gate Bridge.
Yeah, do you know the
All the
little
movies.
conspiracies about it?
What's the conspiracy about it?
It's like the #1 place to kill yourself at.
Really? They jump off that bridge?
Yeah.
Oh,
But
wow.
that's why they made the huge net because so many
Oh.
people kill themselves off that bridge.
Now that I did not
That's what it's
know.
known
So
for.
San Francisco has some like demons out there.
And I think, well, they say it's the most beautiful bridge, and
So,
they want to die where it's
If
super
that's the
beautiful.
last thing you
Because
see,
you see every
Yeah.
movie,
Okay.
whether it's CGI, they're destroying, they're on the Golden Gate Bridge. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Certain landmarks, like there's a famous bridge in Los Angeles they use a lot too.
I don't even know.
It was
I
in
don't
Rush
either.
Hour. Matter of fact, Ray J filmed the video on that bridge. It's a certain bridge in LA that they use a lot.
There's
too.
also the Houston Highway, the little Houston bridges over there. That's like in all the albums and stuff.
Oh,
That's
really?
pretty popular too.
yeah.
But the Golden Gate Bridge, see, you need to go to San
I
Francisco.
need
You'll
to,
you'll
man.
learn a
I
little
need to.
bit.
I need to. And
It's
some
got
of
a
my
lot of
Some
history
of my
and stuff.
partners went for the game, but I didn't go that particular year because they flew in and they went
Yeah.
to the game, but I didn't go that year. I would have went to Cali, but I literally don't have no friends over there. So it's like
I
just
didn't either when I moved to
going-
Charleston.
I'll just go, but you know, I mean, you know, cool people, you know us, you know,
But hey, I wouldn't have if
Yeah.
I never made the move.
But see, you come here to stay. I'm talking about just going
I
to
ain't.
visit.
Oh well, yeah.
I'm just going to visit, right? So it's like I was going there like flying blind, like, you know, I wouldn't know exactly other than the cheesy tourist spots. You know, the natives are gonna be
what
like,
you gotta do.
they're gonna be like, oh no, man, let me take you to the real. I'm like, just don't
Right.
take me to the hood. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to go to the hood.
Watch
you
the
know?
colors.
Exactly.
Watch the colors.
I can wear green, right?
Yeah,
I
that's probably the
think
only
so.
one that's good.
I know, right? Yeah. That's
You
about
say
it.
you're Irish.
I'm Irish. No, he's Irish. I know he can say yeah, he's I know, right?
Yeah.
So what we got, man?
All right. Well, let me run down what we're going to be talking about today.
Just talk
We're
about
going to
it.
be talking about ICE at the airport. The Trump administration has been talking about doing that. We're going to be getting into war.
War.
Talking about, Trump is claiming that we've won the war. And so we want to get into that. Also talking about gas prices because, it's high as hell right now.
Mm-hmm.
A
Oh my
gallon
God.
more.
Oh yeah.
$1 more a gallon. So, and then we'll get into the Druski skit. Okay. I wonder if people. I think everybody has kind of watched it by now.
Yeah.
So, we'll be talking about the Druski skit, but first we want to. Oh yeah, and we're gonna be talking about Chappell Roan. Okay, she got into a little scuffle with some people. Actually, 11-year-old. She's
A
beefing.
skerfuffle.
She's beefing with an
Little
11-year-old.
scruffle.
Imagine
Yeah,
that.
it's called a skerfuffle.
Scruffle.
So
Yeah.
we're gonna be
Scuffle.
talking about that. But first, Trump is sending ICE to the airport. TSA, because of the lockdown, the shutdown of the government. TSA, a lot of the people have been quitting or like taking days off, and so Trump is kind of mad by that about that, and so he's been sending ICE to the airport. I just kind of want to get you guys' initial thoughts on that.
Now, is
start with you.
ICE in the airport because they're helping because TSA people are quitting, or is ICE in there like trying to deport people and arrest people and hurt people?
Check
It's
it
Like,
out.
I think it's going to be a little double duty right there, low key.
because ICE has always been in the airport, I feel. Like, I mean, I think ICE is Immigration Customs Enforcement. I think that's
Yeah.
literally what it stands for. It's always been a thing, especially if you're in an international airport. Customs is a thing. I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure that is ICE, isn't it? Or some form of ICE. So I feel like, are they just doubling down, or are they using this as an excuse to like allow more blunt force into the airport right now?
I think
Because of
ICE
what's going
hasn't
on.
been in the airport at this magnitude, though,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Mhm.
But it's all about immigration enforcement, right?
Yeah.
So they're not going to be doing TSA jobs. They're not qualified to do that. So they're pretty much checking IDs, seeing who we can snatch up.
Have
and
y'all
things like
seen
that.
the videos of the airports right now recently? Like
seen
they're
It's
some.
been
it's
crazy.
insane out
Yeah.
there.
The lines. I think the one in New Orleans was the craziest
Oh, yeah, for
looking
spring
one.
break.
Like,
3-hour wait.
it's like, man.
So you got to get there.
There's
like
lines in the
5
parking
hours.
lot, and then TMZ just dropped a video. I don't know if you guys saw it. They're like, if you guys see during spring break or during the summer any Congress people, I think there's like 500 Congress people at Disneyland, at the beach, take a picture of them, send it to TMZ, and we will post it because
wow.
we want to show you where your money is going right now.
Right.
They literally just posted that, and it's crazy that they are
Wow.
just like,
Well, I'm
let us
glad
know.
they need to
Yeah.
call these people out. Like, I
Absolutely.
mean, if you're like living it up right now, especially while the government is shut down and TSA people, I actually know a couple of TSA workers, and
Has to be a nightmare.
I was surprised to hear that they haven't been paid for like a month or however
Are
they're
they
long.
still-
trying to get furlough?
It's
Is that
been
what it's, furlough?
yeah. I mean, like, and
They're still showing up to work and they know they're not getting paid right now.
Because they'll
Yeah.
fire you if you don't come into work.
right.
You're not
You get
getting paid,
fired.
so why
You're
am
not
I
getting paid,
why am I
yeah.
working for free?
They're
So it's
waiting for
like-
the back pay. But yeah, go ahead.
yeah. So what is? I think at one time when the government shut down, they threatened to fire you, and then you're gonna, if you do get back pay, which you still owe, you probably be one of the last ones to get paid.
Yeah.
Because we're gonna furlough people who are still been coming into work. But who fault do y'all
Oh
think
my
it is? Because
gosh.
they Republicans blame the Dems. The Dems gonna say no. You guys are the one in power. Who fault y'all think it is?
I think it's not even a matter of parties anymore. I think Democrats and Republicans, those names, those labels have kind of died a long time ago because I think everybody can agree with everything that's going on. Since I think I want to go as far back as to like when Trump first got elected, and then the Biden thing, and then the Trump coming back and the Kamala stuff. Like I think the label stopped, and I think everything is it's all their fault. It's every single party, everybody's involved. We have no control over, if it was up to us, we would do something about it. Somebody would be getting paid. These Congress people would not be getting paid. The things that are going on wouldn't be happening. But we technically don't have that power at the moment until these people, these old heads, the people in office, their generation truly dies off. Because, I mean, we're watching it happen live. These people are way too old to be worried about the things that they're worried about.
You're ageist?
Not ageist, but I think it shows. I mean, you could go back in time. History shows it's always the younger kids that want the revolution. Like in the 90s, in the 70s, in the 80s, in the 60s, it always is the younger people trying to say something different. And I don't know why it's still, the pattern repeats itself, because we still end up with these same people in office, and they've been in office. So it's something. We're not doing something right.
I'll go on record saying I'm an ageist, and I've been saying this. I think you need to phase out at a certain age. I don't give a damn. I've said it before. Once you reach a certain age, you need to sit your ass down and take a nap.
I agree.
See,
maybe I am an ageist then. I don't know if I know the word all well, but yes, I agree. I think after a certain period, you guys they're not too aligned with what's going on in the world right now. They're so out of touch.
Very out of touch. And some people don't like to relinquish power. They just do not.
People don't like change. People don't like change, especially a lot of the white men in office.
Yeah, majority all. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You're already wealthy. Go sit home and enjoy your wealth.
No, we have Donald Trump literally, what did he do? He just made a ballroom in the White House. He's making all these different things in the White House, worried about that. Are we going to war? What's going on here? You know what I'm saying? It's
doing a great job with the economy.
What do you guys think about the war? I mean,
which one?
Exactly.
Yeah, which one?
They forgot about the Ukraine, right?
Yeah, which is still going on.
Yeah, one of Trump's promises was that he was going to end all the wars. And if you guys remember, he was talking about how the wars were going to end the second that he gets back in.
Right.
And here we are, and we're dragging out these wars, and he starts a new one now with Iran, and really following up, Israel.
He also, let's not forget Maduro. He captured another, which is fine. I'm Venezuelan. Yeah, we love, that was a great thing, but that was another kind of just crazy thing that he's done since
how did you
being back.
What did you feel about that?
My family, I mean, everyone, I think, that is a Venezuelan.
So if you can expound briefly on Maduro, what kind of person was he per se?
So, from what I know, my family, I'm first generation American, but my whole entire family is from Spain, Venezuela. They had a lot of ties in Venezuela. My grandma was a congresswoman, a lot of things. Venezuela was one of the richest countries in the entire world, behind Sweden and the United States of America. There's a bunch of oil
because
there.
Of oil resources?
Yes, and it's not all the way on the other side of the country. It's literally right there.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Super small, and it had two different parties, kind of like Republicans and Democrats. And there was the conservative party, which is capitalism. And that's what brought Venezuela. People had their own businesses and bank accounts, whatever. From my recollection, if I was going to dumb this down from what I know, Chavez was the president where this kind of all changed. And I think there's a lot of parallels with Trump, not saying Trump is the same as Chavez, but if people were to go back in history and look 25 years ago, when he was elected president, it was because he kind of told these people, I'm going to give you something, but he was more eat the rich. He said he grew up poor and he's ready to give everybody to be equal, kind of it was a very socialist ideology. My family was obviously not for that. We believe in capitalism. We believe everybody can grow up and have their own businesses and stuff. So when that was going on, Chavez ended up becoming president. I'm not really sure how this happened, but he did get elected and it did happen. And everybody who voted against Chavez was on a list, from kind of if I were just to make this very easy, for lack of a better word, there was a list. And if your last name was on that list, you no longer had bank accounts. You no longer have health care.
Wow.
You don't have access to your homes. Any business that you had, not yours anymore. And this is for it doesn't matter what party you were on. Like if it was now like a dictatorship, it
Right.
happened fast. And it just became a dangerous place. And obviously you can't make money there. People were going crazy. I mean, there was inflation happened. Literally everything that happens with socialism. Like when somebody wants something to be equal, we have to understand that, you know, there's the rich, there's the poor, there's the middle class. If everybody's equal and we're getting all our money from one person, we're all poor. We're all at the bottom now. Nobody has a chance. So, and that's what is very beautiful about the United States of America. And that's why this country, because I mean, if we look around, every single country has their own issues. You could talk about Italy, France, you could talk about Iran, you could talk about any other, Palestine, Bosnia, any place, you know, these countries have all their own issues. China, North Korea, like, you know, but America doesn't see a lot of those things because, again, we are one of the largest countries too. So I think, but yeah, I forget where we were.
No, that was great. That was
Yeah.
great. What you just, so you would say you're more so for capitalism.
For sure. And I
Okay.
think growing up with a conservative family because of the Chavez stuff, and like with Chavez, there was a lot of like MAGA lookalikes. Like if y'all ever do go back in time and look at like the elections of how this all came to be, it's so scary, the parallels. Now, Trump believes in different things, whatever. Chavez ended up, I forget what happened. I think he died. Somebody killed him. Maduro, I think, is part of the family. So it was a regime. It's not like he was elected. It's been going on for years, like
So
protesting and
handed down
stuff.
to-
Yeah. And then Maduro, I mean, they just really milked it all.
So Maduro.
He's the horrible person.
He's very bad. So
Very corrupt.
Okay, I get
Steals
that.
your money, will
Okay.
kill if you're against whatever he says. You can't,
Okay.
yeah.
So
Dictator.
now, it was said that he was trafficking, drugs into America. That's
Absolutely.
what they said. You believe that? You
Absolutely.
believe that? That he was actually
Absolutely.
doing it?
There's drugs in Venezuela. There's 14-year-olds with AR-15s. They're all, you could die at any moment. You could get robbed at any moment. They're also just so ignorant sometimes.
Yeah.
Not saying all of them, but it's just crazy.
Now, granted, so they captured Maduro and took his wife, correct?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Now,
And they're in prison right now.
Right, in
And a
America.
lot of Venezuelans, I saw this online as well. Maduro has been getting a lot of letters
Mm-hmm.
from Americans who have fled Venezuela like years ago because of this regime, just kind of mocking him.
Uh-huh. Oh, really?
And they're just very happy to see him in jail.
You do no, I guess from your standpoint, that is a good thing for the country that they captured him, right? Because he's corrupt.
He's hurt directly like my family.
Okay, but you do know Trump don't give a damn about Venezuelans.
No, he wants that
It's,
money.
Yeah, it's all about
He
because
wants
later
the
on
money.
he came out and
But at
admitted
this
it.
point,
but
I
that just
think
happens to
Venezuela-
help you guys
I
by
think
default.
Somebody did something.
But yet-
Somebody did something.
And America still wants to put their own person in place of
Anything is better than what's
who the
going on.
Venezuelans want, though.
Anything is
It's a-
better than
yeah,
what
yeah.
happened.
But I think the Venezuelans should choose their own
Their own person in power.
Yes,
I
they
agree.
should.
I agree.
But
I think
America gonna
look
put-
what happened though. Look what happened. It's literally like it's taken over. There's no homes. There's no money. Something needs to be rebuilt over there. And I think for a long time nobody was listening. Like what happened in Venezuela was one of the biggest fastest humanitarian crises. I mean, so many people left. There was a famine. Nobody had food. People were dying. There was a dictatorship that was so close and nobody did anything.
So do you think it's because initially Trump said that America, we pretty much run Venezuela, we run it. You think that's good? America
happened-
runs y'all democracy?
That started with Chavez. And I mean, it could have probably started before that, but there was really no ties until we started giving all of our oil money. And they started taking all the money from the people of Venezuela, and they had ties with America.
So you think it would be good if America runs y'all democracy?
I'm just happy Maduro's out. I think that's just the first step. I think now Venezuela can kind of figure. I mean, I'm sure Trump's going to do something, take
Because
over.
you know who's behind it, right?
Who? Israel?
Israel.
Yeah.
They're gonna bleed y'all. They're gonna bleed y'all dry. You already know
Yeah,
that. They're
but-
gonna gut y'all.
Venezuela's already blood dry. I don't think it's beautiful. It's a country. It's still there, but everything that it was has been almost taken away.
The thing is, with y'all resources, y'all have the capability.
We don't.
Because they took
everything.
Resources, right?
It's 30 years of just turmoil, bro.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because y'all could
be kids don't have, they haven't been in school in years. They just know how to shoot a gun and kill people.
I didn't know that you guys had that much resources. You know, y'all could actually be like Saudi.
That's what I'm saying.
They can actually be like sheikhs. They could be like
Saudi. It's a very good, like, they should show this in like business school or like in like, I don't know. Like, it's a very good example of like a fallen democracy or like a civilization, you know? We went from so good to like literally nothing. Yeah. And people still love Venezuela. We just won the world champion baseball. That's a huge thing for that country because, again, just so much bullshit that has been going on. But I think also the people, like Spanish people for Trump is just another, it's performative.
Latinos for Trump?
Yeah, that's just a little performative.
Well,
you think so?
Initially, I thought...
Like, just say you want to be white, bro. What the fuck?
Yeah, exactly. Normally, when you see another ethnic group who kissed the ring... Sometimes they are in a position of business or some type of wealth, right? And they want to protect their wealth. Like there's a Hispanic lady who owned a store. All her employees were Hispanic. She voted for Trump. ICE came through, and before they can get to them, they all left. And now she's on TV, social media crying. And she said, I know I voted for this, but I thought it'd be everybody. No, it's not everybody. It is you. Yeah. You voting for your own demise. And can you get mad now because he tell you what he is going to do and yet you still I just don't get it.
And I also think I think with a lot I don't think that we should just allow everybody into this country. I think a lot of people are bad. I think a lot of the people that do come from those kinds of countries, not just Venezuela, but like the people from Haiti and like stuff like that, these are criminals. These are not good people. They have not grown up in a society that we have grown up in to have the privilege to be with our parents. Like, no, that's not how most people in the world grew up. That's very much a United States of America ideology. Even people from the UK don't grow up the way we do, you know? They romanticize an American living. And
what do you think about that?
See, I got a little pushback on that because even with Hispanics, Haitians, Somalians, you have bad in every, right?
But you have certain laws in the United States of America. And if you want to enter into the United States of America, you have to follow these laws. And if you grew up in a country that doesn't have those laws and those problems.
Not everybody is bad. Some people are seeking domicile. See, people tend to forget.
I'm not saying if you're bad or not. I'm saying there's laws that you have to abide by.
There are laws
in the United States of America.
People tend to forget, right? As much as they don't want people to come here, truth be told, we need to deport some people who are already here from here because we still have a thing called white supremacy, right?
That's a crazy
The Klan
thought,
is still in effect, and they are Christians. The biggest threat to democracy is
This is why I want you to go to the West
supremacy,
Coast because I think that's all in the South.
So
yeah.
There's the white supremacy stuff. I mean, that still lives in the South, and that's going to be deep in the South.
Look,
you live a little bit other places, and it's a lot more progressive. I'll tell you that.
I've been a few other places too, and I totally get what you're saying. But I think some people are coming over here to try to make a better life for themselves, right? And like I said, some things people tend to forget. When America was first established, those were criminals that came over here. Those weren't the elites.
No,
those are all criminals that came over here. So a lot of white people, their ancestors were criminals.
But we live in a day and age now where there is, even if, people do come here for a better life, right now in these circumstances, it is not the time, okay? I think, and I just, it does suck for other countries, obviously, but like, it's just not the time to be letting everybody, I think when the Biden stuff happened and all of these, the doors were open, that's when a lot of this stuff started going to shit. And I think we allow immigrants. I'm the baby of an immigrant, or, I'm an anchor baby. Like, and a lot of people can sit here and say, I'm not American, whatever. I was born here. My brother's born here. I am American. But I don't, my parents did it the right way. There's a way to do things. A lot of the time, if you are coming here for a better life, the life that you have in your country allowed you to have the resources to come here the right way. If you were, swimming across the border or whatever the fuck, there's a reason either, and then that's horrible. That's horrible. I hate that they have to come to here because they don't feel safe in their own country. But that it's like that in every fucking country. You have to like, imagine you were just born in North Korea or South Korea. Which one's the one with the dictator?
North Korea.
North Korea.
Yeah.
What do you do then? How do you get out of North Korea? Where do you go? And I'm pretty sure if you're from North Korea, you're not allowed in like Vietnam and other places. And you know what I'm saying? So like,
it's tough.
It is. And America is where everybody wants to come. I get that, but there are ways to do things, and we have a certain way that this works, and that's why America works.
I would say I agree with you. Like, I think that there is a way to get into the country.
And we need to get back there
Yeah.
before we can let anybody else in and figure out a way to do it. We need to fix what's going on.
This was one of the things I
surprised
didn't like
you
about
coming from Cali.
Biden. There's
You
wait a
said-
minute, I'm gonna get to that, but Biden let people in droves. They were coming from all
Yeah.
over the place. And the Democrats were too afraid to actually say anything about it because it went against everything that they had
Right.
been fighting for.
Right.
But they knew it was wrong, okay? And they tried to say something about the border at the end, like the very end, right when Kamala was going up against Trump, and it was like
Right.
too late. It's like, no, you guys should have been out on this way before that, because we know
Exactly.
you shouldn't just let all types of people into the country. Now, if you want
No
to be
background
an immigrant,
check. Yeah,
Exactly.
You got people. These people
you
don't
gotta
even know
do
the
it the
language.
right way. You
Okay,
got to do
sorry.
it the right way. No, you're good. But yeah.
So
go ahead.
were they coming in illegally? They were just coming in illegally?
Yeah, a lot
They're
of
just
people
walking
were.
through.
Listen,
To
through.
Texas,
by the way,
California.
So
because
then
I know a
Mexicans
lot
then.
of the Dems, they don't
Sometimes.
really know about this, but the actual like facts are that 10 million people came in, but that's all we know on paper. At some point,
Illegally?
yes,
Or they
illegally.
Like literally no papers. Also, we have to think too with America. America does love having all these illegal immigrants because I think it all connects with sex trafficking and the prison industry complex. The more people that they can get in prison is free labor, which is a form of slavery that we still use to this day. I think the more undocumented people come in with undocumented kids, we can sex traffic those. And what's better than an undocumented kid with whose parents are not looking for them right now because they're sent back to their own country. Instead of having a kid that's here at the grocery store and having to steal them because they're going to have a parent looking for them, let's just take the undocumented kids who have, they don't even have homes back at home. This is even better. So I think that's a plus for the weirdos that run this country. Again, with the prison industry complex, let's get all these immigrants into prison, and who makes money off the prison industry complex? Victoria's Secret, Walmart, all these big name brands, are making money off the people that work in prison. So I think it all works out, and I think it's a huge. Again, it makes sense as to why they did this. It's just not
Now
right.
here's where I'm going to push back, and what I don't like about the Trump administration. Them grabbing up people off the streets, the way they have been doing. And you're talking about people, they may have come into the country illegally, right? Some of them, but they've been here for like 30 years. They've paid, taxes and have done they may have not come in correctly, but they're now doing the American way.
Should they stay?
Living
Or
the
should they
American
go?
way. Personally, as a person who knows illegals,
Uh-huh.
I would say if you've been here for longer than like 15 years, 20 years, like
No crime
nobody should be messing
So
with
they
you.
should
I
stay.
agree.
You're
I think
But
basically
see,
an
now,
American
now
at
you're
that
being
point.
contradictory.
If you
You're
lived
contradicting
most of
yourself.
your life
You're being
here,
Well, and
contradictory.
I would say longer
If
than
you
15
lived
years.
your-
I
I
would say
just said
longer.
that same point. People seeking asylum or they coming over here, and you just say, "But you gotta come the right way." That's what you literally.
But
just
Right
seeking
said.
now. Go ahead.
seeking asylum is when your country is at war.
Of course.
And when you seek asylum, that means you're only going to be here for a certain amount of time, and then once your country gets back together, you can go back.
Well, I know
That's
some
not a residency here, that's not a
I know
visa.
some asylum seekers who cannot go back. They cannot go back, so
To
they
their
stay over
country.
there. Yeah,
They
to
have
their
to 'cause
country.
they're on here on
so they're
asylum.
here. Yeah, they're on asylum, so they're
Right.
going to stay here. So they have social.
I'm not contradicting myself,
They
by the
have
way.
social. Yeah, you just
And
said.
I think
you just,
I don't think so either.
I
Yes,
think the
yes, you
years
are, you
I
are.
said 15, really, I think if you've been here for over 10 years, low key, you should be able to stay.
But
here.
over 10 years ago,
you
because
said
if
the
you think
right
about
way.
10 years ago, I was, what, let's see, 16. I feel like 10 years is still, it's kind of new, but at least you know the ways of like, you need to learn how to use a credit card. You need to learn how to buy a mortgage, pay your taxes, all that stuff. If you moved here and lived here for 10 years and have been just working your fucking ass off to get on your feet, you don't know all of that shit yet. Like, it's going to take some, you need to go to
So
school.
what
But
do you think?
here's another thing I'll say.
think
This
it's
country is
hard.
built by immigrants.
That's true.
And I
That's
think
true.
that we have to acknowledge that. And so if we are
The land of
living
the
up
free.
to America and what, the message is,
Yeah.
because America has a message.
America's lost the plot.
And so
I'll tell you
What is
that.
America's
I think it
message?
has.
What is
but,
America's
America
message?
lost the plot a long time
But-
ago.
but I
America
think-
has a message, but that message
you know,
doesn't apply to everybody. Come
It
on,
doesn't.
man, let's
It
be
doesn't.
real.
Obviously.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm
That's
not
not-
talking
It
about
never
that.
has.
I'm
Pursuit of
trying.
happiness does not.
But it
apply
never
to
talking
has.
about something else.
That's what I'm saying.
It
You're
truly
trying to
never
go-
has.
You're
It
trying to
never
move it
did.
towards something else. I'm just
No,
saying the
moving it to the
ideal of
truth.
America, which is like being able to go to a place where you can exercise, freedom of religion and like live your life out and have more freedom compared to other countries. Obviously, there's certain freedoms, like especially for
Absolutely.
women, like that, but if you look
No,
at
I
it compared
think-
to like an
yeah.
Iran, women are pretty free here. But
And I try to tell people that all the time. Every time I argue with somebody about, anybody who is talking about America being the great or the worst, a lot of like, it's usually liberals or Democrats who are like, what the fuck is going on? I'm like, I don't think you understand what it's like to live in a different country right now. Women do not have any of these rights. You would not even be allowed to say the things that you're saying in like many other countries. I don't even know where you could go where you truly have your own opinion that you could say without it like, hurting you, except America.
That's your Muslim countries. I'm sure in France, certain countries in Europe, women have rights. That's mainly your Muslim countries. They're heavy on religion. The reason you don't have that here because it's a freedom of religion.
Right.
That's the only reason why you don't have that here.
Well, and same with South America, I think too. They're just all very, what is it, Catholic? They all believe.
Catholic,
It's all a Catholic type of thing.
mm-hmm.
Muslims believe in Allah and all.
But you have these luxuries now. But you can go back to the 70s. Women couldn't own a bank account.
That is crazy.
You didn't have women. Y'all, at one time, y'all couldn't work.
you had to.
I really
Y'all
wish we
couldn't-
could
y'all
go back
couldn't
to
work.
that.
You want to go back to that, really? Damn,
don't
we
wanna-
about to get some smoke up in this comment.
You don't want a bank account?
Explain.
Maybe no. I want a bank account. I just would like. I think that women have
Too much women's live.
No, we've like progressed way too much to the point where we just like forgot that it actually is kind of nice to have a man take care of you. I mean, I still want to make my own thing and do my own thing,
Gotcha.
but I don't want to fucking work my ass off and like, especially when I have a kid. Maybe I don't want to have a job and like, I still need a husband that's going to let me be myself, and I think that was a lot of the other pushback back then. They were like, you stay at home and cook, and I don't know if I'm going to do that.
Right.
But I'm okay with like not going to work.
So you acknowledge
Men should work.
You acknowledge
Men used to go to war.
You acknowledge that the infrastructure that you can enjoy is because of men. You know what I'm saying? You acknowledge that, right?
I acknowledge it, but I use it to my advantage.
Of
I
course.
think, yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Well, and I did also see, like, back in the day, women, used to just, like, have sex with these men just to make them, like, kind of shut the fuck up and let them do whatever they want. I think women have progressed to where we're like, okay, we're a little bit more than just a body, a vessel. I think that we are respected a little bit more. And I might get pushback on this too, but I think there are good men right now. Like, I think there are actually good men who respect women. I think there's a lot of horrible men, but they're usually like, they just like men, I think, too.
What about you? Are there any horrible women?
Absolutely. I think women have just gotten worse.
So
Women have just gotten worse. As we've progressed, women have just really become, we've lost the plot.
I have to agree with her.
Yeah.
I may sound a bit sexist,
Go.
but
Yeah, what do you
I'm from a different era, Like I'm for a woman working, or if
and I am too. If you want to work,
if a
that's
man
okay.
has enough money and she doesn't work, I'm cool with that too. Like she said, if she stays on, because
And
be
do
honest with
whatever you want.
in this day and era, truthfully, I know this may sound a bit sexist. If I'm making enough money and it's my wife, I really prefer her to stay with my child versus somebody else.
Going to
'Cause
daycare.
I know that she isn't going to do anything.
Right.
But at the same time, I'm cool if she votes. I'm cool if she had a bank account.
Exactly.
I'm cool with that too.
And she has a little hobby on the side. She makes sourdough, or she does her little skincare.
So
That's what women are
so
for.
she can have her own identity outside of me.
And I think that's where women struggled back then.
Yeah, I kind of agree. I think I don't say
But like,
women
why did
are-
we
I
progress to
can't
where
say they're
women
a
need
mess,
to be
but
the
yeah.
boss of everything and like need to be
You
president?
don't like women being bosses?
No, I get what
I
she's
do.
saying.
I do.
I totally get what she's saying.
Yeah, like if you want to, and usually if
all-
women are bosses, then you really don't even fucking need a man at that point. Like you don't even want a man because you're just gonna be embarrassed by him because you're too hot.
If
Women need a man that can do the handy dandy hard stuff, and we lose that sometimes when we do everything.
No,
and I think it's unattractive when women do everything.
Correct me if I'm wrong. 'Cause this is her thoughts. I think I can kind of sum up what she's saying.
Go ahead.
And correct me if I'm wrong.
Okay.
She is for women to live, but she thinks women have taken too far when you try to take the place of a man. Because she's saying you need a man.
I believe in gender roles.
And a woman's in a woman's place. I think, am I, correct me if I'm wrong.
A little bit. I think women should always stay in their femininity.
Okay.
So even when you're the boss of
somewhat.
something, you should not be like so, because that makes you unattractive to men. It makes you find very insecure, small men. And I like a man who's confident. And I think men get very scared by confident women, but I think if you do it the right way, you can kind of also bring that out of them. But men are kind of scared of strong women, and
true.
And I think when they get really tough
I
and
think
really
sometimes
hard,
it can be a
gets
double-edged
lost.
sword because, say for example, you got a man who's usually being in charge, right? He may abuse his power and sexually misconduct the woman, versus then when a woman's in power. Not saying she's going to sexually abuse, but she may belittle him because...
And it automatically makes the tension weird because we've always grown up, even since you've grown up, since I've grown up, it's always been a man usually is the head of the household, the president, the boss of something, the owner of something. It's usually the dad, like all of that. And I do believe in gender roles. I think men should fix things. I think men should pick things up and heavy things and all that kind of stuff, dirt stuff, boy stuff, blue stuff is all of you guys. Women are to be pretty and bring life into the world.
They're going to go at you for this in the comments.
And that's okay.
But my mother thinks like that, but my mother's 75 years old.
And I'm kind of old school.
Or do you want you want to be like a trad wife in a way?
No, because I'm not cooking dinner. I like, you know what I mean? Like I want him to cook. I want my man to be so obsessed with me that he cooks for me every day, and like he wants to buy me things.
But
and,
will you cook?
Yeah.
Okay.
If he does everything right.
But what if you're not doing nothing right? Then he say, "Hey,
he should love me either way."
It's a 50.
I'm not perfect.
It's a 50-50. He's not perfect either.
Well, he needs to.
So you don't want 50-50. You want 70-30.
Absolutely.
See, we
could even go 80-20.
I do want a woman.
I'll go 80-20. He's 80, I'm 20.
I do want a woman who cook, but I cook also. You know
See, I like that. I like that.
I cook also.
You could teach me to cook. I'm willing to learn.
Yeah.
And I also just want a best friend in a relationship. I think I'm also very like low maintenance. That's what I mean. Not trad wife, but I mean, do I want a man that makes money? Of course, I want a successful man. Now that's the part because it's like then he's gonna want a successful woman.
No. We don't care about
No, we don't care about your success really.
Well, okay, so then that kind of, but again, so I want like a successful man, and then I will just do all the things. I'll make sure I'm hot. I'll make sure I'm like all the things to so you have the nice little cute girl on your shoulder. But what's wrong with that?
And it's nothing wrong with that. But I can tell you from a male perspective. Don't get me wrong. We want you to be hot, but really, and speak on this, brother.
Yeah, good.
At the end of the day, that hot stuff. That gonna go.
Well, and that's why your funny personality, and as long as you're a cool person and you're down to earth and you're smart.
If you don't bring as much money to the table, it's fine with us. We care about how you treat us.
Okay, yeah.
He's going to want you to cook sometime or do something.
Yeah. And I absolutely will.
When a man comes home,
just care about how you treat it.
Let's say a man comes home and he's been working all day long.
Yeah.
he doesn't want to have to deal with somebody who's like always fighting him.
Yes.
Absolutely.
He wants to come
Yes.
home and be able to
Women
have
also don't want to be in a
peace.
relationship where they're
Exactly.
always fighting. Women
Okay.
also don't want a man that comes home every single day and is like, oh my God, I had the worst day ever. I don't want to talk to you. Where's my dinner? No, I want a man that comes home. He's like, I had the worst day ever. Let's go get some wings and a beer. And I'm like, you know what? It's on me because you've had a long day.
See, now
And
that's cool.
That's not
cool.
bad. And do you see what I'm saying? I understand him. I see
Yeah.
where like he knows also like we don't want to cook, we don't want to do the dishes. It doesn't have to be all this like traditional weird shit. I just want a best friend. And eventually I also do, you know, I did say like I don't want to work, but I hate waking up in the morning having to go to work.
Yeah.
I'm in food and bev right now because I'm in school and stuff, but I would love in the future if like, you know, when I'm 30 and I have a kid, you know, probably just focus on my kid after that. But I'm not going to have a kid until I'm like married and everything. And eventually, but right now I live on my own. I pay for all my own things. I bought my first car myself. I live by myself. I have my dog and I'm living and that's
Damn.
perfect.
You
Yeah.
sound like a man.
I know. And I need somebody to bring out my femininity sometimes. And then eventually, that's what I need. I need somebody who's going to be like, you know what? I don't want you to work anymore because you do work your ass off and you shouldn't be. You're a catch. You should.
So I mean, and
Be
there
the
are
mother
some
of my
men.
kids.
There are some men who are like that, you know. But at the same time, you got to make sure he is not so dominating that no, you know what I'm saying? Because you have some men don't want you to work, but yet at the same time they're gonna belittle you too. You just got to make sure.
And the men see, and that's where it's a little scary. But you just got to find the right person, and just in that sense, where I'm like, he's not a super toxic man. I would love for my husband to take care of me, and I take care of the kids, and then we live happily after when he retires.
I mean, it's very,
on our
very
boat in
possible.
Florida.
So Brooks, would you want that? Would you want like your wife not to work and you take care of everything?
Yes.
You know what
I would
happens when a girl goes to
definitely-
work?
Go
too?
ahead. What do you?
They fall in love with their coworkers.
Boom. Yeah.
Mm.
So yeah, I mean, low key because you can go into that because there's a lot of different
There's a
things.
lot of
One,
stuff
you get
that
to see
happens.
people and work with them in a certain environment, and that causes attraction. So when
messy.
you see that, that's why a lot of times people cheat and stuff.
But hey,
like
but
that.
she can still smash
But-
the mailman. you
But
know?
yeah, I mean, like I would prefer somebody not that stays home.
Yeah.
Like I want them to have their own things, their own hobbies,
me
have
too, man.
Give them
friends.
the chance to explore their hobbies. Let her
Yeah,
get
exactly.
really good at something, and then she could go
Yeah.
bake and sell sourdough for the rest of her life, and she's happy
Right.
and happy
Good.
wife, happy life. But if she's
Yeah.
going to work every single day, she's
Yeah,
gonna come
I
home
wouldn't
angry
wanna-
too.
I wouldn't want to be in a relationship where it's just like, well, she has to go to work, otherwise our bills aren't going to be met.
And we've literally
that's
lost the
literally
plot.
But
what
that's
it's
the
become.
economy that we in now.
And I
know?
think
That's the
because you want to
economy
know
we in.
why, I think that we actually did give in. I think the men did give in to women starting to work.
Because they nagged them.
No, because what's better when one person pays taxes? Two people. And the only people paying taxes were the only people working, which were men. Women start working, let's get them to pay taxes. Now they have to pay all these different taxes as well.
And back in
And
the
I
day,
think-
and yeah, they kind of, put us onto that system.
Yeah.
And back in the day, a man could go to work and he could pay, like, have one job
Yeah.
and pay
And
for
two kids.
everything.
Everything. And you could have two
like,
kids
now
in the
you
household.
can't do
No, you
that.
can't do that,
You
yeah.
cannot do that. You
Cost of
need
living.
Borderline
You need two
impossible.
the
incomes.
wife
You
and the
need
husband
two
have to be
incomes.
working. Like that's the only way to
And
make
then
it.
that's two
So-
taxes at the end of the year that are now
I'm sure
paid.
there are
Yeah.
plenty of women who want to sit back and chill and don't have to work.
Yeah.
Maybe part-time if they want to. I'm
But
sure there are plenty of women like
society
that.
has made it to where they'll never admit to that. you
No,
know?
they won't admit
Like
to it.
there's this thing of like women have to be like masculine in a way.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
they're happy about like, oh yeah, I don't need no man, blah 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 blah. That's like exciting. A lot of what's going on with Lotto. A lot of people have been getting mad about
Oh, yeah.
her, because she's come out and now she's having a baby, and people are like,
Oh,
well,
she is?
your
Big
music
mama.
doesn't line up to that.
And calling you your brokey and all kinds of
Yeah,
stuff.
your
like that.
music doesn't line up to that. And now, like a lot of her
Yeah.
fans are like, yo, like you left us out here. Like we were following you and your image and what you were saying.
Well,
And now-
if we go
yeah.
back, if we think about Future, okay, I grew up on Future, love Future. I was very present during, I mean, I never did drugs, but I was very present during the like Zandemic and when like Oxy started to become a thing and like rappers really started going into the Oxy shit. Future came out like years after all of his like Purple Rain album, all those albums came out, and he was sober. He's like, I could never take more than like half a 30. I would get fucked ass up, and he's sitting here singing 56 Nights Crazy and fucking strip Percocet in the stripper joint and fucking all these songs that he's promoting doing drugs. And he was never doing drugs.
Yeah.
So this isn't the first time that like, and Lotto, I mean, duh, she's fucking rich, bro.
Yeah.
She's been rich.
She had a
Big mama.
boyfriend the whole
She's
time.
dating fucking 21
She had a
Savage.
boyfriend
I
the
don't,
whole
yeah,
time,
same thing
so
with,
it's like-
you know, going back to the Chappell Roan thing with like her fans and stuff, bro. I mean, yeah, you owe your fans whatever, but at the end of the day, you like Lotto's music. She's club music. It's fun music. It's like single girl music. That's just kind of what we've grown up with. And that's just what it's going to be. You should never be following after somebody. That's a parasocial relationship. And if you're blaming Lotto, get out of here.
You see a lot of these rappers,
Fucking grow up.
a lot of them, it's entertainment. A lot of these rappers are cap, huh?
All of them are cap. How do you think they got here? And then if they're not cap, guess what? They're gonna go to fucking jail like Gunna and Wyatt and fucking Thug. And then it's gonna come out that they were getting butt fucked or something. But like, do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know.
We say they rap
Like
about
they-
the hood, but they live in Calabasas.
Like
and shit
dead
that.
ass. Or they
Yeah.
were in the hood and they made it out the hood by
Of
getting their
course.
butt fucked.
All right, let's talk about Chaperone real quick. She basically, Chaperone is a singer, right? And she was at some place. It was a hotel, and she was eating breakfast, and she had this girl come up to her. And let me play this clip, and it'll kind of explain the whole situation.
Brazilian soccer star Jorginho took to social media after he says his daughter spotted pop star Chappell Roan in a hotel in Sao Paulo, Brazil. What followed got so big that Rio's mayor weighed in. Roan addressed the incident on Instagram.
I do not hate people who are fans of my music. I do not hate children. Like, that is crazy.
Now, here's what led up to that. It started when the Flamengo player wrote on Instagram that his wife, Catherine Harding, and his stepdaughter, whose father is Jude Law, were staying at the same hotel as Roan in Brazil. Jorginho wrote that his daughter, a big fan of Roan, saw her having breakfast and walked past her to confirm it was the singer. Afterwards, Jorginho alleged that a security guard spoke in an extremely aggressive manner to his family. Jorginho said on Instagram that Roan did not deserve the affection of her fans. The Grammy winner later responded on Instagram saying the security guard was not a member of her personal team and that she does not.
All right, so basically that whole situation played out, and now a lot of people are mad at Chaperone.
Why?
I don't really know her like that, but you know, she has said a couple of things that was kind of crazy online. You know, she said some stuff about like people who were married, I believe, and like
She's definitely come at her fans multiple times since she's blown up, I think. So she's from, I want to say Tennessee or, you know, somewhere in the Midwest, something like that. And she blew up off of a song called Pink Pony Club. You guys should you need to listen to it. It's incredible.
That's on this playlist.
Would men like listen to that?
Pink Pony?
Well, I want to say it reminds me a lot of like back in the 80s. Like I will say, you know, my dad loved like Madonna and shit. And like it
Yeah, I like
reminds me
Madonna.
of like Madonna. It's a very
okay.
like,
Cyndi
it's also Pink
Lauper,
Pony Club is a
Madonna.
strip club, I'm pretty sure. So she's talking about singing at the Pink Pony Club and she, you know, she went crazy. Then she sang at the Grammys. It was one of the best performances ever. And it very much, I mean, at that point, my head would be high too. The only thing is, you know, she has definitely come out and been like, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. If we go back to like a lot of singers, you know, like Nirvana, Kurt Cobain, you know, if Kurt Cobain was alive in 2026, he would still probably die. He would hate 2026. He would still probably kill himself another way. Even, I don't even, you know, they say he didn't kill himself, whatever. But I still think he would hate this. He didn't ever want to be famous. He was just, you know, a singer and that's what he liked to do. Chappell Roan, you know, she's a great singer. She's done, you know, and maybe she's just one of those people that doesn't want to be famous. But she went to Grammy camp when she was like 12 years old. She's been doing this. She's been wanting to be famous. When you have grown up in this world and you became famous, I think that's when it gets a little bit different. And she's always been this kind of brat to her fans, even from the beginning. I feel like she's just a brat and she doesn't want people to talk to her. But it's like, dude, you have a song that does kind of sound like it's for children sometimes. It's obviously not, but like it's a very popular song. If you guys heard it, you guys would probably know what it is. And it's like, you don't expect people to come up to you and talk to you. And you went to Grammy camp. You grew up you went to school for this shit. So her attitude towards it, I just don't really understand.
What do you say to somebody who's like, well, if you're a celebrity and you've made all this money and all this stuff, like all this fame, like, and yeah, your music, like you should, acknowledge your fans and all of that. But, sometimes people feel like, hey, I need like a moment for myself.
Absolutely.
And she was at like the hotel and, it was like one of those hotels not everybody can get into. So she was trying to have like a moment just to chill.
It's the name of the game, bro. You're a pop star. Don't care. Look at Justin Bieber. It's the name of the game. This is your job now. This is your life now. And it sucks. It does suck, but it's been like this for years, since social media has been a thing, since even cameras, like way back when the tabloids were a thing. No famous person has privacy. If Miley Cyrus could go back and be like, yeah, I just wanted to be in my hotel room, sorry. Any football player, anybody, bro, this is just what it is now. You're Chappell Roan and you're fucking rude. Like, bro, you're gonna get talked about even more now. And but again, that's part of making music. Same thing if you want to be on social media. You better get ready for some comeback and some pushback, or some people liking you or stalking you or wanting to kill you. That's a real thing. It all comes with the territory.
Hendrix, what do you think? If somebody came up to you and they were trying to take a picture, you were famous, you were like, yeah,
at the Grammys,
Black Summit.
I'm glad I'm not famous, to be honest with you. I'm glad in her situation, I don't really see what was she said the security said something to the
and they're saying that she sent her security to go up to like an 11-year-old.
That's what they're saying. Yeah.
To like get away
so I must
from
have
me.
missed that part.
To be like, yeah, get her away from me.
Yeah, now that I think that's a bit extreme, right? I think that's very a bit extreme. I mean, I get what you're saying. Look, you're public property now. You're famous, but also at the same time, I do get it too that we forget that these are people. They got feelings just like everybody else, Sometimes, and I get what you're saying, sometimes you might just want a moment. But me personally, I love kids. I would not send somebody up to treat a child.
That's what made it egregious, was that
and she tried to defend us. It seemed like, oh, I love kids.
Yeah, she's like, I don't hate my fans. I love kids.
I personally wouldn't do that. Honestly, if I were famous, like, say 2 or 3 people, hey, can we get a picture? Okay, cool. Mob, I get claustrophobic. All right, I'm out. You know what I'm saying?
And again, we're not saying that you're not allowed to freak out. There was the guy, who's the guy that was the first Spider-Man? Tobey Maguire?
Yeah.
Remember his freak out in the car and he almost punched a paparazzi and his eyes looked like he had done cocaine all night. Like, crazy. Again, you can be the best actor and be so well PR trained and you're going to have a moment because we are human. That's fine. People, and especially if your fans love you, I love seeing my fucking singers like crash out. Like when Thug went to jail, I was like, free YSL, like what? I'm gonna fucking stand up for them. But it's different. It's the way you act. And you went to Grammy camp, you're PR trained, you went to the Grammys.
She was prepared for all this.
And you're rude and you're still fucking rude.
I don't know why some people are just, I've met certain celebrities, some were nice, and because I'm not starstruck, right? Because I've been doing film since
Unless you see Diddy. I'm just kidding.
Oh my God.
I'm running.
Put it on my nipples. Put it on my nipples. Put it on my nipples, Diddy.
Oh my God, you did look it.
But no, I mean, like, I don't speak to celebrities unless they speak to me. I'm not trying to say I'm all that, because I already know they already got in their head probably, oh, this person coming to me. Dude, I do not speak to no celebrities unless if they speak. I don't know, maybe I might try to speak to Michael Jordan.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying? But
again, we're human, of course.
But outside of that, I really don't bother. If they speak to me, I'll treat them like a regular person. I was literally in a scene with Gabrielle Union. And we was the only 2 left in the room. And we could have had a conversation, but she didn't say nothing to me. I didn't say nothing to her.
You got to play it cool. That's with anybody. You better play it cool. What the fuck?
Cool.
You cannot be that one guy that was in the scene with her when you guys were alone and he was like wanting to say hi.
Out.
Yeah,
you know what she can do? Can we remove him?
Yeah, can he please?
Can we? And trust me, they was you come with me.
And again, that comes with the territory. If you go in there being a fucking weirdo, I'm going to tell you to get the fuck out.
Exactly.
So it's like, and better than to do that because you're in the scene.
And you know something? I think to some degree, some celebrities now, because they've reached a certain pinnacle, they are afraid of people. Like what
Barry Keoghan just said that.
with Ariana Grande. Remember she almost got attacked? The one who's doing Wicked
Yeah.
and the other lady,
She's,
what's her
like,
name? She
protected
had to
her.
run up there and protect her, like save the white woman. You know what I'm saying? She keep now it's like they're like we get it, but now it's like you're kind of coattailing her now. Like, come on, I got you. Oh, I got.
But it's literally
like,
been like
bruh,
that
like-
for like there's so many people that have like been bombarded by
That's- and I
paparazzi, by
get it.
people killed. Like
Exactly, and I get it.
Who was killed? Versace right in front of his mansion.
Yeah, yeah,
Because
yeah.
that's what I'm saying. That just comes.
Even,
There's crazy.
Selena, her fan base. So
no,
I get
it was her maid. I'm pretty sure.
No,
or like her
this
best
is
friend.
No, the president of her fan club.
Oh, yeah,
The
it
president
was
of her
like
fan
she
club.
like knew her
She claimed
and then killed her.
Even though Selena said she wasn't her best, she said no, I was Selena. She kept saying she was Selena's best friend. But
Yeah,
But I get
yeah.
it. So who knows? Maybe that might become an anxiety for one of you guys. I'm pretty sure one day you guys are gonna be famous. And,
I better hope so.
You know what I'm saying? And you're probably gonna be like, oh my, you know what I'm saying?
Oh,
People
I
are
won't
just
be. I
crazy.
won't be leaving the house
You won't be-
probably.
And see, then you'll be a prisoner of your fame. I think. I
But
would do
hey,
like
I'll be in
Michael
Turks and
Jackson.
Caicos on my own private beach.
There you go.
It don't
Yes.
even matter. I'll just turn off. I'll have like posts that people think I'm in like Los Angeles, New York, or something. I've already thought it all out because I will not be those places. I'm also so scared of like, like
See, she already said she's scared
being
You
killed.
see?
My biggest fear is
Trust
like being
me.
killed and
You be-
raped.
exact-
Honestly,
Yeah, and that should be. It should be your fear too.
it's happening to men too.
It can happen.
It
It
does
can
happen to men.
See, me, I want to be able to, even though I know this sounds crazy, I want to still be able to go in the stores. If somebody knows me, okay, cool.
Right.
But nobody just don't pay me no mind, don't bother me. That's why I like.
Or I just want somebody to like my niche. Like whatever it is that I do, they better be part of the niche that I'm in because then they understand. I think that's what's cool about podcasting and stuff and not being as famous as like a Grammy singer or a movie star.
But shit, with social medias now, you got some podcasters, but like, you know what I'm
But
saying?
and like,
We're
again, I
huge.
think it's pretty niche though. If you do listen to that podcast, you're usually
That's
a certain
true,
type of
too.
person,
That is
and
true.
even if you
That
do
is-
come
I
up
get
to
what you're
them,
saying.
you kind of it feels
I
like
get
you
what you're
know
saying.
them. You're like,
Yeah,
bro,
yeah.
I'm
If
a
you-
listener.
yeah.
Like we
Yeah.
like the
'Cause
same
even
shit.
though you may have 1 million plus followers, there's still other
It's
people
still a
that
niche.
don't know
Exactly
no
So I
what
still
that
don't know.
is.
Yeah. So I totally get that. I totally
And,
get
and
that.
as opposed if you're like someone like Justin Bieber or like Michael Jordan
can't
where
go
it's like
nowhere.
I
They
can't
go nowhere.
I can't.
That's why when you
I
see
know who
Michael
that
Jordan
is.
out, he's overseas because people ain't going to bother them. That's like, for example, I'm showing my age, Babyface, right? LaFace Records, Outkast.
I don't know who
You
Babyface
know what
is.
Outkast is?
She knows.
You don't know
if-
Outkast?
If you played some music,
Yeah, sing a song.
Oh
would
my,
know.
oh Lord. But anyway,
I was born in 1999.
So Outkast, famous, the biggest hip hop group ever. They went diamond first before anybody. They're bigger than Jay-Z, bigger than everybody. But they're currently not together. But Andre 3000, I don't know if you heard him. Anyway,
Oh, you don't know?
I don't know.
LaFace Records.
Sorry,
was in
Miss
Atlanta
Jackson.
with Babyface.
Oh, okay, yeah, I know.
a
I know that.
famous singer.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he
Banger.
left Atlanta because the same thing, going out, and there are a lot of celebrities in Atlanta, but I do music. So he said, man, I had to get out of Atlanta because I was a big fish in a little
You know what they
pond.
said
So he
about
went to
Atlanta?
Cali. He went to Cali because now they used to seeing celebrities. Nobody's not going to mob
Right.
you like that. You know what I mean? Like
Well,
Keanu
yeah.
Reeves sleeping on the subway, but they sneaking pictures.
Did you see
But
Offset?
nobody's bothering them.
Offset's like homeless gambling in Vegas every single day.
Oh,
Really?
wow.
Yeah, bro. They're all really off their rocker. I don't know what's going
You
on.
think it's the
And-
Zanny? I don't know.
No,
Let
it's
me
the
stop and
cocaine.
see.
It's whatever. Did you see who's that basketball player?
Which one?
Who you talking about?
Howard? James Howard with his wife? You didn't see where is that James Harden?
James Harden.
Yes.
James Harden's
He
married.
ain't got no wife.
He's not married.
No, there's no way.
James
No,
Harden's
the-
a player.
No,
He
yes, exactly.
ain't
That's
got no wife.
What happened? Tell
Tell me
me
the
what
one with the thick beard, right?
Yes, you guys didn't see where the wife came out and she had like an entire bag of cocaine and apparently like James
Oh, wow.
Harden is on.
That's probably his girlfriend though.
There gotta be
Hella-
a girlfriend. Yeah.
I don't think it's his wife.
James Harden don't
James
even
Harden
have
don't
kids.
play like that.
Nah, heck no.
Wait, bro, I'm telling you, it was James Harden.
Okay.
It gotta be a girlfriend though.
Or who
One
was?
of many.
I don't know who the basketball
Was it
player
like a
was.
former basketball player?
No, it's like literally he plays right now, and he's
Oh.
like rich, and he has a wife right now. Maybe it wasn't James Harden.
Put basketball player wife cocaine. Yeah, I bet that probably come up.
Basketball. You guys haven't heard about this?
No, I haven't. Well, I'm not in that realm of cocaine.
Dwight Howard.
Dwight Howard.
That's who
Yeah,
just
he recently got divorced, right? I think.
Yeah, well, now he has a new
divorced?
girlfriend, and she came out on live and pulled out dead ass like a brick of coke on live and was like, "He's ruining our family,"
Oh
my
wow.
and it was insane.
Is
Yeah,
he doing it or is he selling it?
they're all tweaked out.
Yeah.
Gosh.
Who knows? Did you guys see the Druski skit? What did y'all
Yes.
What did y'all think about
Yes.
that?
Who is his makeup artist? That was
They
great.
killed, right?
Yeah, they did
I was
kill
like,
it.
bro, man, that makeup artist is phenomenal. Especially when he did the redneck dude at the NASCAR.
Oh yeah, that was great.
I
That
literally
was
almost
all
thought
time.
it was a white dude
Yeah,
for real.
Yeah.
yeah.
Then he
Yeah.
had the dip spit. Yeah,
Yeah.
come on, me, ma. Shoot on my lap, honey, ma. Tell me, you lost, boy? You lost.
Oh
Right,
my
right.
God,
Bro,
he's
I loved it.
ridiculous.
I loved
Yeah,
every
yeah.
second of it, man.
But this
Yeah,
one he was
he's
doing
good.
Erika Kirk.
Yep.
And, you know, I mean, he had it down. I mean,
Yes,
he
he
was over
did.
there dancing. He had the sparklers
Yeah.
going up and like, you
The
know.
white suit, all of it.
Yeah, he even did like the stare, like the
Yep.
crazy
Yeah.
eyes and all of
Yeah.
that stuff. I mean, it was kind of
Oh,
I
and
was,
at the end when he said, "God bless America, white America, the white
The
men
white-
of America, specifically the white men, because that's what it's about."
right.
You know, I
That's
wonder.
what
You
this is
think
about.
she was? You know, Trump might be in there. You know, you need to sue that guy. You should sue him. I don't know. You think? She
No,
ain't
he
tried
definitely
to?
thinks it's funny.
Trump thinks it's funny.
Yeah, I
You
bet
think
you
so?
he probably was like, ha ha ha,
'Cause
the
I
kids
guarantee
these
you,
days. He's
if
probably
that
so
was
fucking
him,
out of
Trump
it.
would probably sue.
You
I
think so?
Trump,
Yeah, he
Trump
definitely
sue.
would.
Does Trump
Trump
go
would
around
sue.
He
suing
definitely
people?
Yes, he's suing the government.
He sues
now.
everybody.
For $10 billion. He's suing
Who
us.
hasn't he
He's
sued?
suing us.
That's true. That,
He's
that
suing
is us.
The America that he's so-called protected. He's suing us.
You know, I really want to know what Candace Owens is saying about
Oh my God,
this.
you know she's fucking dying laughing.
Yeah, I'm sure. Like,
Oh yeah, 'cause she don't care for his wife, right?
no,
Bro, she has a documentary on like Erika Kirk killed Charlie Kirk.
That's how
Right.
she
Yeah, yeah.
Basically.
rose to power right after his demise, right? Wow.
I
Oh,
do
yeah.
think it's kind of weird how that woman is going about
Right?
everything.
How
I
they-
mean,
yes.
I
Oh,
mean,
my
he hasn't been
goodness, man.
dead what 7 months,
He
6
was
months,
Not even.
Bro, he
Like,
wasn't even lukewarm, and she
The
was
body
already
was
like
Yeah.
still warm, bro.
and like all the stuff that she's doing, and it just seems very weird. I also think that we should stop talking about her and like everybody else, because it's like just leave it. I hate seeing those Charlie Kirk memes everybody
Yeah.
keeps making,
Mm-hmm.
like just bringing it, like putting his face on everybody's face, and like
Yeah,
I
he's
feel
become
like
a
that's
meme,
a
but
little
I
bit
think
weird.
his
but-
wife kind of is a big part of the memification of Charlie Kirk. I think he was respected, and then I think the way everything Turning Point USA, Erika Kirk has handled anything since he's died is now low key, and like, not to be rude, but it almost feels like a joke. That like the way that everything's being treated, it just doesn't feel remorseful. It doesn't feel like her husband died.
Like
It doesn't
it's
feel like it was the father
all
of her
for money.
kids. Yeah, it,
of course.
it just doesn't feel, and that makes it more of a memification. Like, why
Yeah.
is she in a white suit with sprinklers? Like, your husband just got shot in the neck, assassinated
Yes,
Right.
in front of
like,
people, and
literally.
people. He was really respected. Candace Owens said he was in gifted programs. He was very smart from when he was younger. The FBI and CIA had him from the jump. You know, this has all been very calculated. And I think she is a big part as to why he's been memified. It's just, there's like no respect there anymore, which is so sad. Nobody respects Turning Point USA. What the fuck was the Turning Point USA halftime show? Like, bro.
that
you
was
kn-
weird.
It's just so, like, Charlie Kirk wouldn't hate that. You know,
Right.
I don't even know. I mean, I don't know him, but like, I'm assuming. It's just
Yeah.
embarrassing. Like,
You didn't
it's
cry
all.
when he died? You didn't cry?
I didn't.
You didn't?
I did. I thought it was fucking crazy. I thought the video literally
was fake.
traumatized me a little
Yeah,
bit.
very
It was
traumatized.
crazy.
I didn't
That
want to
blood-
keep seeing that over
Yeah.
and over again.
Yep.
No, that was
like,
fucking
man.
crazy. But it's just, it's in somebody like that, like JFK. We talk about it now. That's never been really memified. People don't really fuck with talking about that kind of shit. Charlie Kirk has become memified. Like,
I think
that's
it's because of
crazy.
social media.
Yeah.
And you can keep seeing these things over.
But if he
and
was
over again.
respected, it wouldn't be. So many people have been
Well,
killed
that's
like
a
that
good
too.
point.
That is true.
He
Yeah.
was respected until like everything that's happened after it. Like, the only person that's really been trying to have his back is like Candace Owens. Everyone else has technically kind of forgot about it. I mean, Erika Kirk has made her money, and now she's still doing all this weird shit with
You
Turning
think
Point
he's
USA.
a martyr?
Is that where they like a
You know, after
sacrifice?
and you were supposedly for your people, and you died for the cause of your people. You think he's a martyr?
I think he probably was, but he didn't know it.
I think it's disrespectful that they tried to compare him to Martin Luther King.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
that was
Yeah, that doesn't
disrespectful,
make
too.
sense.
I think I saw a video with y'all know Charleston White, right? On social media.
Yeah.
I saw when they was trying to compare him, like, yeah, you doing the same thing Charlie Kirk did, and he made a very good point. You know how Charleston White
Yeah,
is,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
He said, nah. He said, what's the difference between you and Charlie Kirk? He said, yeah, I did talk about my people, how they need to do this, meaning black people, right? The ills of society pertain to my people. He said, but Charlie Kirk never did that. He only talked about other people. He never talked about his people, the pedo,
Are people
the rape,
fucking-
the this and that,
Yeah.
the
Are
the
people
racism.
okay?
He never did. Yeah,
Like,
and I said, yeah, I agree with that. He never spoke about his people. He pointed the problem at everybody else.
Martin
Yeah.
Luther King was also like a huge part of a revolution.
Right.
Like
Yes.
Charlie Kirk, he just said very controversial things and got people talking, especially on college campuses. And he was a very smart man, and he had a lot of ties, political ties. That is not comparable as to what Martin Luther King did for this country, the progression that came through it. Like, again, and Charlie, no, that's a ridiculous
Martin
statement.
Luther King died for a cause,
Right,
and
right.
there were laws. There was the civil rights, laws, and the movement, and
Right.
so like, yeah, it was very disrespectful and
think
blasphemy.
so.
Really,
Yeah,
let's
pretty
call
much.
it what
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah.
And the kids,
to say that
the kids
So,
just don't understand what I
Yeah.
feel like. A lot of people saying anything like that too. It's a little ignorant. It's
Right,
like,
right. Yeah.
and I don't think people are really like learning that much about. They're making it feel like it was very long ago,
Yeah.
Right.
when it really, really wasn't. And that's what I'm
wasn't.
saying. Even your mentality a little bit is still stuck on that Southern way, which is not. It's the whole country has been a
Southern.
lot more progressive, but I think, I mean, I'm Southern. I'm from Florida though, so it's
Yeah.
so different. When I came here and I was like, holy fuck, y'all are still so behind.
yes,
Like, this is so fucking crazy.
That's I like that you spoke to that, because that's been my like experience coming here, because I lived in California. It was all peace and love and everything. Like, it doesn't matter who
Absolutely.
you were. Like,
No.
we got along with everybody.
Everyone.
Mexican, Asian, like it was, everybody was together. We never really like had the mentality that the South does.
No, I came here.
And, yeah.
I never had that mentality. Came here, and it almost felt illegal to be like brown hair, brown eyed. I was like, oh my fucking god, I stand out like a serious sore thumb, which is like, I've never experienced that before living. And then it just felt very different coming here
See,
into the
thing
the
is,
South.
with the mentality, because the same what you said, you came and you experienced that, right? You came and you experienced that.
You've lived it.
I've been here, right? But I also, unlike you two, I've been in the military. So I've been all over. So I know that there's different things with other people.
Of course, you've been in the military. You are feeding into the more Southern stigma.
No, because I just know how it is. The same way.
But that's
how you
another
said-
very Southern thing of you to do.
But yeah, because I
to join the military, bro. only
military?
y'all be doing that shit.
Well, yeah, but
the people in California who are in the military came from the South, and they got deployed out there.
and they got, well, of course, but still,
right, low-key.
I still experience other cultures,
But you've
other
experienced how
places,
people
stuff
look
like
at
that.
you a certain way because you're in the military.
Yeah, and I think that
different.
you
Not necessarily.
experienced it
Not
at a
necessarily.
different time.
Yeah.
I think if you go to some of these other places
And you're just yourself.
and you see
I've been
how
in
it
New York.
is.
I've been in New York. I've been in Jersey.
You gotta go to
I've
the
been
West
other
Coast.
places I see. Why I was in Missouri. That's as far as I.
And you need to go to like Colorado.
I've
You
been
need to go to
I've been to
like
Colorado. I've been to
Okay.
Vegas.
like if you went to San Francisco, 'cause since you're a fan of it,
Right.
like, bruh,
So actually, I
you would
was
have
in
a different
California,
aspect.
but I don't really count it because I was.
you were
in
just there for the
California.
airport.
Yeah, for an
Okay.
hour.
Yeah,
So
that
I don't
ain't
count
it.
that.
That's different.
But I've experienced. I've been with. I mean, literally hanging out, cutting their hair, Mexican, white, of course, black.
But it's just different here. I think even the people
Yes.
here are it's just different. People feel small
You
here
know
unless
why?
you're
It's because this is not a melting pot. If you had more diversity here, like you have in California, you would have that. But you in the Bible Belt, they do not want diversity. That's
Yeah.
why they're doing
Yeah,
mass
they're very-
deportation. They don't want that.
they're
I'm
very
all-
not progressive
That's why
at
I
all.
was saying.
Like
That's why I was saying about when y'all was saying people need to become the right way. Yeah, you're right. But look at people who are here and who've been doing the right thing for so long. I don't think they should be kicked out. That's why I'm for diversity.
I was saying
I'm
that
not
too.
for that stigma of the
I agree.
South.
I
You know what I'm saying?
agree.
I'm not
If you've
for
been here
that.
for a certain amount of time,
That's
again,
what I was saying.
you should be
I'm not
allowed to
for-
stay. And
I'm not
that's
for that whole Southern stigma. I don't go
Nah.
visit plantations and shit like that. You know what I mean?
But I just saw a video of this guy, and he's like, dude, I didn't realize that plantations were like only in the South. He's like, I grew up going to prom at a plantation. I grew up like, that's what you do. And I'm like,
yeah, people get married there.
people get married at the plantation.
Not even only in the South. Your subdivisions are called plantations.
That's so fucking
You live in Tanner Plantation,
That's so
Crowfield.
crazy.
You only see that shit down here. You don't see that no place else.
Yeah, and that's not a flex.
That's what I'm
That
saying.
is not
For
a
real.
fucking flex, bro.
But
Like
they
I
try
think
to flex it out here.
that's what
Of
I'm saying. I
course.
think South Carolina really has like lost.
Yeah.
They've also lost the plot because they truly think that they're like some sort of the best state or whatever.
Well, they have the most people moving here.
They do have the most
So-
people moving here.
Yeah, I don't
think it was
understand.
Yeah, they
Even
have
though
the
I
most
moved
people
here
moving
2
here.
years ago.
I know you're
And I always
part of
actually-
the
That's huge.
problem.
Yeah, exactly. But then again,
I'm just
you're-
here to shit on
But then
it.
you're the diversity that needs to come. I mean, we don't need. It's
I
predominantly-
think
we need
it's
more
a-
diversity.
I think
We
it's the
don't
middle.
need-
It's a good little middle place for a lot of people. People come here from New Jersey. They come here for a little bit. They're like, "Fuck, this ain't." It was
But-
fun
It
for a
ain't it.
little bit, but like you
Yeah.
leave, there's not a lot of job opportunities.
There's not a lot of job
It's very
opportunities.
slow living, very little city life. So like and especially if you do have like these big personalities and stuff, usually you'll make your way out.
Usually, if you're
soon.
like settled, middle age, and you have a family, you don't want to raise them up north because the life is too fast.
Right.
And you've done retired with like a pension, and you got about 400,000 or 500,000, and you come down here. That's almost like having damn near $1 million in the South.
You could get a boat.
You know what I'm saying?
And then
you
there
go
you
get
go.
a big
That's
old house, and now
amazing.
you living fat off the hog. And
Fat.
I'm doing this
Yeah.
little part-time gig here, making this kind of money, whereas people down here actually struggling. Like, damn, how'd you come up? It's for that reason.
I
but-
also saw where if this, you know how like the people in the South work. Like people up north, they don't really work like the people in the South. Like if we could just get the people in the South, the mentality, and like make them work up north, you could make so much more money because here, I mean, there's always like snow days, there's paid time off, there's so much higher pay because you live up north, as opposed to living in the South where the wages are non-existent and you are busting your fucking ass down here.
Well, it's all
like the work
the
ethic.
government. It's
The
all,
work ethic
Well, it's
of
all the
this.
system because this is a right to work state. Your employer can fire you
Right.
for a probable
Anything.
cause, right? So why do corporations, particularly we in the South, I'm gonna say, why do they particularly come to South Carolina?
I don't even know because the
The
taxes
reason
aren't
why
even
they
great.
come to South Carolina because this is a non-union state. Boeing has unions in every plant. They're mainly Midwest, Washington, Minnesota. They particularly come here and had almost a $10 million campaign against the union and had some of the dumbass employees sitting there protesting. Oh, yeah, we don't need the man. I said, why you don't want the union? I talked to a few of them. Why you don't want the union? Because, man, you got to pay the dues. And then soon as they voted no union, guess what Boeing did? Fired about 200 of their ass and said, we got some more y'all we about to get rid of. That's why they come to these red states. That's why they don't care for Hollywood. We are still under the good old boy policy.
Yeah.
Like you said, ageism. You got Lindsey Graham, who's currently running again. You got McMaster's about to endorse this other female. I thought he's not even endorsing. She went to Stratford High School. He's not endorsing her. He's endorsing somebody else.
Okay.
He's endorsing another female who's a Republican.
South Carolina is also very military and political.
Yeah.
Too.
More political.
Yeah.
Not as military it used to be.
I mean, y'all, this
There's
is where
a
fucking
lot.
America started. Yeah, like they still have the cannons. They have the
Oh,
U.S.
oh,
Coast
and that-
Guard
oh, yeah, yeah,
here.
yeah, yeah,
Historically,
The
yeah.
fucking
Oh,
historically,
you
yeah,
going
this
historically.
place.
Well,
This place
and I
is-
honestly, and it's so. Let me tell you how fucked up it is. Right? Maybe I didn't pay attention in school. I don't know, but elementary school they would take us to Fort Sumter, right?
Yes.
Show where they fought the Civil War. But
Bruh.
to my knowledge, they only told us, well, this is why we have the palmetto tree, because when they were firing cannons, it would sink into them and they didn't destroy their forts or whatever. Then this is what I remember. Now I'm doing a documentary for this guy who does the Gullah. So I'm doing a documentary, so I had to go back and do research. I said, damn, they didn't taught me that South Carolina, Charleston started the damn Civil War. was
Yeah.
the ringleader fighting to keep
To
our
keep
black
the-
ass enslaved.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why I
Yes.
say it's not as progressive as I would love it to
Fuck
be.
no. I came
You know what I'm
here when I
saying? So-
first moved here. One of the first places I just wanted to go downtown and find a cute little spot and like read a book, bro.
You ain't see much of you down
No,
there.
I no, I walk down there, or I'm down there by the Battery. I'm like reading. I'm like, ooh, like this is so historical, and it's like this is the where like all the slaves were hung by these trees, and I
The
like,
oak trees.
yeah, and I'm
That
looking
you
up,
cannot cut down or
and
you
I-
will get fined.
and I was literally like, felt sick to my stomach. I couldn't even read there. What the fuck is
Yeah,
that?
yeah.
And that's what I mean. There's just a lot of darkness here. Yeah, there's a lot, and it's
Well, you know-
it's also it's if you're not part of a military, if you're not white, rich, and you are not in school and working food and bev, like it's why?
You know, of course, let's be honest, there's racism everywhere, even in the north, south, whatever, right? Some just more covert and some is blatant, but you gotta realize racism is big money. So they don't want to change things because it's a lot of historical, very historical.
like the plantations.
The plantations, the
Yeah.
oak trees, Rainbow Road. You cannot.
You're right.
I'm
These
just surprised they
sightseeing
build them
things.
this many. It looks like a little city now. You go down
market.
there and you see all these apartment buildings. At one time, they didn't want those things because they said a building cannot be taller than the highest church steeple. So they didn't want these things because you're taking away from
Well,
the
and it's
historical
getting
value of it.
gentrified. Charleston is slowly but surely getting gentrified. Very slowly though, because St. Pete, I mean, same thing. Charleston kind of reminded me of St. Pete. It was that little kind of like little sketchy, still like the beach town city vibe, but still had its like roots. It's completely gentrified. Like it's and it's gay as fuck. It's just like oh my fucking god. Like I am so for the LGBTQ community and stuff, but like, bro, not everybody's got to be gay, bro. Not everything's got to be fucking gay and rainbows. I'm over it.
Yeah, well,
It really is like, and that's what this is now. It's like the cities are becoming gay as fuck.
I'll speak to the. I won't. I'll let Brooke speak to the gay accusation. To the gentrification, I've seen that like years ago. Like they used to in the projects, and I was talking to this one girl who lived in projects, hanging out there all night in by my car by the projects. She's predominantly black. You always in project, right? Asian people living there. The whole night it was white people bumping
You're like,
into
what
my
is
car.
going on?
I'm like, bro, they sitting there drinking, they bumped my car. They thought we weren't in the car. And I said, hey, oh, dude, I'm sorry, dude. I'm sorry, man. The
My
whole
bad,
night
man.
is white people walking around. And then on the east side, where the other campus at, the, what is that, Palmer campus?
Yeah, I know you're talking
Oh
about.
yeah.
So I'm outside, and this is predominantly black area. And I getting out of class. I was going to college down there. And I'm getting out of class. I'm here, oh yeah, shoot it, Jay. Think, oh, the brothers on the court. I look, there's nothing but white dudes on the court with no shirt on, playing ball. I'm like, God dang.
Did you like it or how did you feel?
I didn't felt no way. I said, damn, I guess they
This is
damn
what it
sure ain't
is.
scared of y'all no more. I was like,
It's a
shit.
different time.
Yeah, it's a different time, man.
It kind of feels I don't know. I learned what gentrification truly was when have you guys ever seen the show Shameless?
Oh, I love Shameless.
no.
That
I
really me
love
too. You got to watch
Shameless.
that
That's one of
show.
my favorite series
See,
ever.
and I know what kind of person you are because it's somebody
Yes.
who watches that shit. You know,
I fucking
you've been
love
through something,
Shameless and fucking Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Oh, yeah.
I love those shits.
but
man.
Shameless really was like I started realizing what gentrification was
Oh,
and how
yeah.
it was like very everywhere.
That dude
Very
was
much
very
everywhere.
fucking Frank
Gallagher?
was smart as shit.
That's
he
my
was
guy.
an alcoholic and a junkie, but he was smart. You know how to hustle and make money
Oh, yeah.
off of the community. Smart as
That show
shit.
was fucking genius, ahead of its time for sure.
You know, it started in the UK. There's a UK
There's a
version.
UK
Because I was
version.
like, I went to pull up. I said, damn, it's too shameless. I would look at the American one, but I was like, damn, oh shit, it's starting in the UK. And
Yeah.
then they brought it over.
You gotta watch it.
It's
good shit.
It's good as shit. It's on Netflix.
It's on
now.
Netflix.
It's on Netflix.
It has
The
like 8
whole-
seasons.
8 seasons. That show is good as
And
shit.
you want to see how something gets gentrified within that? It's just. And
So you got a little bit of a tan Fiona vibe going.
No, exactly. I'm the oldest daughter. I feel like I had to run away from my family. I did that shit.
Yeah.
Remember what she did at the end?
Yeah.
I had
She
to
all
leave.
ass.
I
I was
fucking
like,
gotta
are they gonna
go.
bring her back? I said, dude, she literally left. left. She's
left.
gone.
Honestly, ain't good for her. Thank God
Yeah.
fucking Fiona left.
Because you had to get away from your family.
The talks,
man.
yeah.
Yeah,
And it was
yeah.
sad. It was super
It was-
sad.
it was
And I
sad.
love my family. It was
was
nothing
sad.
like that. I love my family. I didn't run away. I still go see them. But
Yeah.
I do have
you-
Fiona tendencies
you
for
need to see
sure.
Shameless. Shameless is.
You gotta watch
That
that
shit is good. Very good.
for sure.
All right, guys, we got to
Yeah.
leave it there. Next
Yeah,
time we'll
that's
talk
enough.
about the gay shit. But you know,
All right,
She said,
yay!
"Yay."
let the people know how to get in touch with you.
My Instagram is Daniella Marro. I have a TikTok. I'm a little unhinged, but it's Daniella Marro, DanielleMarro. But yeah, check me out. It's funny. Like I said, I'm a little unhinged. So if you like controversial
It's
opinions,
good. I enjoyed this
let me know.
conversation.
Me too. I think
Yeah.
it was
I
really
like
good
it.
convo.
Yeah,
I
thanks
was
for coming on.
bullshitting. I'm not conservative, as you can tell.
Thank
what
God,
I was
bro.
saying.
At
You
first, I
couldn't
was
tell.
like,
Tell you.
I was like, and I'm kind of conservative, but like, I was like, I'm not like that, bro.
She ain't MAGA.
No, we ain't MAGA.
I just wanted
So.
to get you.
Get the
mess with
juices.
your head.
Yeah.
When we
I was
get
about
on,
to
he's like,
say, yeah,
wait a minute.
I'm about to go in on this
Yeah.
guy.
No.
Wait
No,
a
it
minute, I
worked
can
out.
be. No, I'm.
I think it was good conversation though. I want to come
was.
back. This
You
was
should,
fun.
Yeah.
I want to
I
see.
enjoyed
Definitely.
it.
You guys need to watch Chappell Roan. I need a Pink Pony
Chappell.
update. The Grammys performance. I
don't
need
know if
that
can sit down and
update.
watch no Pink Pony.
Oh, you watch Barbie? So what's
No,
the
and
difference?
she's really
Well,
hot.
Barbie's,
She has a
you know.
fat ass. Like she's
Oh,
hot
then
as
I'm definitely
fuck.
watching.
I'm telling you.
I mean, it's being
she's
real.
so
She got a
fucking
fat
hot.
ass.
She does. She's so fucking hot.
Yeah.
But she's really good at
See,
singing.
you know me. How you know me? You peeped into
I'm
my
an old
soul.
soul. I'm an
You
old
peeped
soul,
in my
bro.
soul.
I connect with everybody,
I'm a-
especially
I'm-
the old folks.
I'm a true brother. I'm a true brother.
Me
Fat
too.
ass.
I'm
All
a
right,
brother.
guys,
You're
we
a
gotta
brother?
go. We gotta. You're a brother.
That's
I'm
that,
a brother.
That's that
I'm a
jersey.
YN.
That's that fucking jersey. I'm a brother.
I'm a YN.
She even say brother, not brother. Brother.
I'm a brother.
That's the jersey.
I'm a brother
Yeah,
from
yeah.
the UK. All right, peace out, y'all.
All right, peace.
Yeah.